So how we doing today, Mr. David Hastings?
I'm doing awesome. You know why?
Why?
Because Jeremy's gonna take me to the Devils game on Saturday.
Yeah!
Right, Jeremy?
I heard you were paying for all the beer, though.
That's cool. If he's covering the ticket, I got the beer.
I heard you guys were getting a taxi. You guys were going in there. You're covering the beer. Boom.
Getting bombed. Celebrating that the Devils are returning to the Rock to play some hockey, baby.
Yeah.
To play some hockey.
It's about time. No sweep. No sweep.
So amped that they won. So amped. I really have no other way to say it, but I am so amped. What a game last night, man. Some people might have been bored with it. I really don't care.
Hey, man, some people were a little bored with it. And you know what I gotta say to them? Who cares?
Yeah, pretty much.
It was a great defensive hockey game, yo. What do you expect?
It was, it really was a great defensive hockey game. 0-0 through the first two periods. Very heavy hitting, good defense. Wasn't the kind of game that you're going to sit there and say to yourself, oh my God, top from beginning to end, it was just so exciting. But it was the kind of game where you're going to say, wow, the third period was amazing.
Oh yeah, the third period was a lot of fun, a lot of energy. And what was key for the Devils? Scoring first.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, buddy.
Devils score first. You know what? And that's it. Me and Joey were talking about this on the ride down here. It seems to be the key for pretty much any hockey game we've watched. That the team that scores first
pretty much
tends to take the game. Not all the time, obviously. Let's be honest here. We all know the truth. It's never all the time. But for the most part, the majority of this playoffs and pretty much every Devil game I've watched, if they score first, they seem to win. And when the Kings don't score first, they don't seem to win. I mean, this, you know what this actually does for the Kings? This takes away them having the opportunity to be considered one of the best playoff teams.
Well, no,
people have seen.
Their run is still very, very amazing. They beat the President Trophy winner in Vancouver, the number 2 seed in St. Louis, the number 3 seed in Phoenix. Every single series they've had, they've gone up 3-0. They've lost the game 4.
Every other one but the one they swept. They swept in the second round?
I didn't think they swept anybody.
Yeah, they have one. They've only lost 2 games.
Duh, you're right.
Well, last night was their 3rd loss of the entire playoffs.
Yeah. The last 2 series, they've gone up 3-0 and lost game 4.
There. I mean, you know what? This Kings team is just sick to watch. They really are. Their execution with puck movement. Jonathan Quick is just exactly
dirty,
what he said. Quick.
He's dirty.
It's unbelievable. The goal.
The goal? What happened?
Really?
What do you?
Nobody's talking about the Devils Kings? That's a shame, Pixel. It's a shame. That's why Sports Zone is the best sports talk show you can find on internet radio, FM radio, AM radio. You know what? Screw television, too. Screw them all. This is where to be. What's up, Pixel? How you doing, brother? But you know what, man? I gotta say, it's a little crazy to think about the fact that the Devils score only 2 goals in the first 3 games. And then, you know, I don't really count the empty netter.
Nah, you can't count the empty netter.
So we'll just say,
one for good measure, though.
Yeah, we'll just say 2 goals in one other game. I mean, the empty netter, though, I will say was it was a nice. You know, a lot of people won't pick up on it, but Parisi made a great play on the empty netter. I can't remember the name from the Kings who dove down to the ground and try and get the puck and keep it in play. But he bumped into Parisi and almost sent Parisi across the blue line before the puck crossed. Parisi was able to keep his balance and stay on sides. Now, I know that's sort of minuscule, but let's be honest here. The way this Kings team scores goals, 30 seconds was enough time. And that's when the empty netter came. There was like 30 seconds left in the game. The Kings sent a shot right across goal with 2 seconds left.
Oh, yeah, dude. I was actually with somebody last night, and they were hoping for that goal to go in because they had the over in the hockey game. Okay. And it was at 4.
Yeah,
so he wanted the over. He was like, come on, bro, just let it in. No. And MVP last night, without a doubt, Adam Henrique. Scoring the 2nd goal for the New Jersey Devils. This rookie is just playing unbelievable in this playoffs. I believe that was his 9th point of the playoffs, which ties a rookie record in the playoffs, as I recall. I think like Chris Drury might have. It was Drury.
I have the same notes, but a different part of the notes.
Oh, what do your notes say?
Chris Drury and Milan Hajduk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hajduk.
The two of them back in '99.
Yep.
Are the only two that have done what Henrique is doing right now with the points, and then Henrique has 3 game-winning goals this postseason, and that's something the two of them did. That's tied with them back in '99.
Ridiculous
for
dude.
most game-winning goals in a postseason by a rookie. So
Henrique is really playing out of his mind right now, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see the Devils not get swept. I'm not going to sit here in front. Is there a chance that they can come back? Yes, but there's one thing though that you got to learn is you got to take one game at a time now at this point for the Devils. You can't look ahead. You can't think to yourselves, yep, we're going to do it. We're going to make this big comeback. No. Don't think like that. Saturday should be the only thing on your mind. Take one game as it comes.
Oh, yeah. If the Devils approach this in all right, guys, 3 more wins and we get the cup, they're screwed.
You're done.
They have to literally look at themselves and say, we need to win on Saturday. If they win on Saturday, then they got to say, we need to win on Monday. Mm-hmm. Like, or whenever the game 6 would be. But if they overthink this and go past, and a lot of that's based on the head coach and the veterans on that team.
Correct.
To say, guys, we have to win 1 game. Not 3.
One game. One.
Just 1 game. Get it back to Los Angeles. That's what we have to do.
Now, the question that I have for you, sir, is there more pressure on the Devils or on the Kings now for Game 5? You know, the Kings have won 10 road games in a row. 12 overall in the playoffs.
12 in a row if you go back to last year's playoffs.
Correct.
Yeah.
Is there more pressure on them getting it done in New Jersey, or is there more pressure on Jersey continuing the series?
I personally think there's more pressure on Jersey. The Kings have played great hockey throughout. They've been in this situation, like we just said before, a couple times already in the playoffs. So to me, the pressure is on the Devils. The Devils know that, especially at this point of the series, they're the team expected to lose. So they have to go out there and win. The Kings, to me...
wouldn't that make then the Kings have more pressure on them because they're expected to win? If the Devils are expected to lose, there's no pressure on them. If you're expected to lose, that means you're not expected to perform well.
I feel like the Devils have the higher expectation because I think a lot of people... Like yesterday, to me, the pressure was higher on the Kings.
Yeah, you're in front of your home crowd, up 3-0.
You can avoid traveling back to Jersey. You can hoist Sir Stanley's Cup.
It's Lord Stanley's Cup.
Stanley's Cup in front of 18,000+ fans. You know, I feel like on the road. I mean, this team to me doesn't feel pressure on the road. That's why I think I have the Devils feeling more pressure. My powerful voice apparently just hit something.
The Barry White voice, baby. Gotta love it. Gotta love the Barry White voice.
I don't get it sometimes. I don't. But yeah, like, I mean, I feel like the Devils just have more pressure because if they lose, it's over. They weren't expected to get beat 4-1 in this series. I don't think anybody saw that coming before this series first started.
I definitely didn't expect a 4-1, but again, I actually disagree with you. I think there's more pressure on the Kings. Right now, you're up 3-0. Well, now it's 3-1.
But it was 3-0.
It was 3-0. You're now up 3-1. The question now becomes, when are you going to put them away? You know, all the pressure's on you to end the series. There's no pressure on the Devils right now. There will be pressure if the Devils make it 3-3. Then becomes pressure on the Devils.
To me, if it goes 3-3, the pressure, to me, at 3-3, the pressure's on the Kings.
I feel like there's no pressure on the Devils because they're down 3-0. You don't expect much. They're a lame duck in a lot of people's opinions. You're down 3-0. What do you really expect? They win last night. I think that definitely builds their confidence up where they say, hey, we put 2-3 goals on Jonathan Quick. We can get by him. And
that goal was sick.
It was sick. And the second goal, I feel, was it the second goal that just ricocheted off his pads and in on Henry? Oh,
sick.
I thought Henrique.
You know what it reminded me of? The second goal in game 2, was it? When the Kings just moved the puck around like it was the easiest thing in the world to do.
Yes.
Guys, shout out to Pixel, man. He actually agrees with you, Joe. He thinks there's more pressure on the Kings. Feels like they're the Spurs of the NHL.
And he still thinks that the Devils are going to win it all. I hope he's right. This is where the Pixel and I agreeing. I feel like the world's going to end right now.
Yeah, that's a little weird. You guys haven't agreed,
We never
man.
agree. Him and I are always butting heads with each other. But I like Pixel. I like how you're thinking right now.
You know what? I would love to see the Devils win it all, obviously.
I think if the Devils can win Saturday, it's going to put a little doubt into the Kings. Because they're on such a high roller coaster. They've won 12 road playoff games. Get them off their high horse.
Well, that's what I mean. You gotta beat the Kings in Jersey.
You have to beat them in Jersey.
That's what I mean. That's why I feel the Devils got more pressure on, because the Kings, the one place that you don't want to play the Kings is on your own home ice.
Screw that. I don't care if they won 20 road games in a row. If there is a place I want to beat somebody, it's in my own home environment, in front of my own fans. And that's what's going to happen Saturday. Boom. Sign up another Devils victory. I'm calling, what am I calling? 3-2 on Saturday. Devils taking it. Marty Brodeur somehow gets a goal. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but still. But Kovalchuk needs to step up his game. Parise, the Devils' old world wingers need to step it up. I'm sorry. In general, they haven't really been around. They're getting most of their goals from the fourth line. Henrique, though, has been just an MVP for them. He really has been. He came from the OHL. I know this is rookie year, but he actually was a part of a team in the OHL playoffs that was down 3-0 and made the comeback to win 4-3. So he's got a little experience with this. And plus, with the coach, Peter DeBoer, I can't imagine the Devils not coming to play on Saturday. And also, backs against the walls, I think the Devils come out swinging, baby. I like them. I like them to win Saturday. I'm hoping that they can continue just to win one game at a time. But Saturday, I really like the Devils.
My apologies. I zoned into Twitter. I actually want to say that I like the Devils in Game 5 on Saturday.
Say it. Just say it, Dave.
But I get the feeling I'm walking in here on Monday wearing an LA Kings shirt. I do. I'm sorry, man. This Kings team on the road is just... They play lights out on the road. It's unbelievable what they're able to do on the road.
Ridiculous.
And I don't know... I don't see Quick giving up 2 goals again. I don't know, dude. I watched this kid play, and he's just so
awesome.
Just so
so quick.
Yeah. He executes the goalie position just perfectly.
You know where he learned from? But you know how he learned that from? He learned from Mr. Martin Brodeur, baby, who's been doing it since 19. Boom. He's now 40. It's all right. Marty Brodeur, get it done, son. Get it done.
Did you hear Marty Brodeur after the game said, we wanted to make them jump on a plane and come to New Jersey. We had to go anyway. Might as well get a game over there. Go Marty, baby.
That's awesome.
Go Marty.
That's a great little quote. I like that a lot.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Go Marty,
that's awesome.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't know, dude. I'm a little split. I'm sorry. I wish I had a better...
Don't be sorry for your own opinion. That's all right.
A more positive thing to say about the Devils, but I just don't... I don't think they got it, man. I think it's the Kings' time. Kings to Spurs comparisons. I don't know if we can make that comparison. That's a hard...
How can we do that?
That's a hard comparison to make.
Yeah, the Kings. I mean, unless the Devils come back, then we could.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, if you try to compare to the Spurs and the Kings, like the Spurs 1 seed, Kings 8 seed. Spurs were up 2-0, Kings were up 3-0. Spurs. The only real comparison I got is that through the first 2 rounds,
they were killing it.
The Spurs ran through everybody, and so did the Kings. So if we're making a comparison, we need to hope that the Kings do what the Spurs did in the conference finals
and choke
and start choking it away and lose 4 in a row.
So
that's the only real comparison I really can come up with.
Me too.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're still waiting for the phone lines to be fixed. It's a combination of time and getting people in here to fix it and this, that, and the other thing. We are working on it. We hopefully shall have phone lines by next week when Sports Zone moves to 10 a.m. instead of 12 p.m.
Our bad, Jeremy. He writes in the chat room that the comparison he was trying to make is, like you just basically touched on, how they roll through the playoffs and then boom, lose 4 straight. And it's possible. But one game at a time, Devil fans, one game at a time. Let's not get too wild up.
But you want her so badly.
I do, bro. I do.
So badly. You're just like, I want to go nuts for the Devils.
We got to just take this one game at a time. It's all right.
Yeah.
And I'm sure.
You know what? The one thing I will say is the Devils will show up and play.
They will.
There's no. Do not see.
They're still gonna have that great forecheck. It's all right, man.
What was it? Game 3, the Kings came in and just dominated the Devils, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Game 3. So, yeah, that's a hard thing for a lot of people in this area to remember. I remember because I thought it was funny. I apologize. I'm not a Yankee fan, so I thought it was amusing.
For those of you on the TuneIn app or listening in on the apps, Pixel Junkie just brought up the fact that the Red Sox won 4 straight on the New York Yankees back in 2004. So he's just saying that there's definitely time.
Well, it's happened. It's happened once in the NHL where you've been down 3-0 and a team's come back and won, and it's happened 3 times where a team's been down 3-1 in the NHL and come back. Yeah, sorry, Pixel. Now you got to argue with me instead of Joey.
Now me.
It looks like the summertime. Me and Pixel might be arguing because I'm not
Pixel and I are on the same page now. I will say.